Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi guys, back again. Tonight, a little of the big brother, big younger brother, Guild Wars 2. Just gonna do a key farm. Low energy, low impact, low quality. Key farm, streaming. I will roll randomly. We will do mod 5, except if we get a 5, 10, 15, or 20, we'll re-roll, because I don't feel like playing so far. They just... we got an 11, so that'll be a char. Well, even for male, odd for female, because females are odd. Totally sexist. Another 11. What were the odds? About 120. Do you know it is? Oh god, I hate some of her vocalizations. Class. We'll roll randomly. It is a 13, which is a Rev. We will be playing a female Rev. Char Rev this evening. And we will randomize the body features. This always goes well. Could be worse. The color coordination is essentially non-existent. So we'll swap that manually. Currently we are at apricot, salmon, and jalapeno. Apricot, salmon, and jalapeno. Apricot. It's just apricot, I guess. And apricot, salmon, and jalapeno. I will note how terrible the coordination is between the chest and the leg pieces, where one, the dominant color is in the first or second, whichever slot that is in the first slot, and in the pants, the dominant color is in the second slot, so I'm going to swap those, just so I can feel a little bit better about myself. There we go. That looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Also, not kiss ready, I'm going to say, with the enormous spikes in the face. But we have to re-roll. That may in fact change. Get that die back out. Mod 3, we have rolled a 12. So that will be the resplendent curtain. Good evening to those of you who've joined me. Curtain's pretty resplendent. Sort of. Trouble may follow me, but I always use... by default, I go frosty, so I always remember. We will roll randomly for the Legion. Again, mod 3, 10 is Blood Legion. I've rolled nothing but 10s, 11s, and 12s. Here, we will go mod 4 for who is my sparring partner. A 3. That will be Claw Spur. Lets his blades do the talking. Extremely calm and quiet, even for a thief. While others are making threats, Claw Spur is silently positioning himself to make a quick kill. He's on my side. The soldier that sired me was mod 3. We have a 20. Doesn't work for mod 3. 19 and 20s have to be read. 16. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. My dad, my sire, was a loyal soldier. Let's see. What would be... How about... It's the most char thing I can think of. Growl Stab Face. Name's not taken.
I am a char. In this world of constant battle,
Pardon me?
I am the deadliest weapon of all.
Really not.
I
would say,
respect
like, an
no
airship
authority
with a-
but the clenched fist
With a
of
bunch
my
of
legion.
cannon is probably, you know, a little better.
With engines of destruction, we have killed our gods.
Which is pretty fucking metal, I'm not gonna lie.
We reclaimed our homeland of Ascalon, and we planted victory banners on the graves of our enemies. Yet
Those
if we waver,
humans.
it could slip through our claws.
Yeah, fine. We're bad. We're metal. Everyone knows. We don't have to show it off. Daily me. Oh, I forgot to finish the weekly. Naught I can do about it now, is there? It's like 4 out of 6, and another one was almost done. Dummy.
Over here, soldier. I've got new orders for you.
I'm sure you do, Tosia. Dome splitter. Yeah, dome splitter's not bad. I mean, it's no stab face.
Hey, over here.
Yeah, Reaver, whatever.
This is your lucky day. You get to pay attention to me.
Get off our land!
Not your land. You stole it from us, and we stole it back from you.
I need your help, soldier. Tribune Brimstone has ordered me to the crypt, but I'm too torn up to make it.
Emotionally
What's so
disappointed.
important that the Blood Legion
Understandable.
Tribune is there?
The ghost of Duke Beriton is far more powerful than we thought. His army just broke through our defenses. Ritlock's about to fight him head on.
Well,
If he
Ritlock needs all the
succeeds,
help he can
it'll
get.
be weeks before the ghost reforms, and we can rebuild our perimeter.
On my way.
Now, that guy's named Gracchus Crysknife. Now, Crysknife is unusual in that, as far as I know, there are no shy halus
Wake up and get over here.
on this planet. I mean, I could be mistaken about that. Probably not. The door is still locked.
I will return.
Ritlock is your fate.
You cannot win.
I think the only issue I've ever had with Ritlock is in the new expansion, it seems like he's doing more horking up phlegm when he talks. It's not a pleasant sound. Other than that, I don't think I've ever had anything bad to say about Ritlock. I think, I've said plenty bad about Logan and Zojia, and a lot bad about Kate. She's just the worst. I don't think I've ever said anything particularly bad about Air or Ritlock, so I would say kind of by default, they're the winners.
Hey, Tribune, stand down. Forget your orders. No one goes into the script unless I
Open the door.
Light
Who?
on spirit.
Stand down. Forget your orders. No one goes into the script unless I command it.
Wow, you're really full of yourself. Very rarely do I ever actually have to go through this pre-event. I think it's worth checking out Guild Wars 2s these days with a free account. I would say actually now is probably the best time to check it out with a free account because generally speaking we get Black Friday sales. So this Friday a lot of the stuff will be on sale. So I would say now is absolutely the best time. You can decide if you like it, and if you like it, maybe get a stupidly good deal on Friday.
You go on. I'll be right behind you.
Buying, I believe, any of the expansions gets you access to a whole bunch of stuff. But specifically, the first 2 expansions are sold as a package for $30.
Blood Legion.
When it's on sale, it's $15. And at least once, I have seen it for $7.50. And for $7.50, that gives you the complete unlock, not just a free account, but a full game as it initially launched, 5 character slots, access to all of the standard game systems. It gives you also access to those expansions. Those expansions include such delightful features as gliders, mounts, and a new profession or class, and 2 elite specializations for every profession or class. The game, I think, is great, but the game systems are different enough from what most, say, WoW players or Final Fantasy XIV players, most of the sort of standard model games. The game plays differently enough that some people are just not going to like it.
I will not be defeated! I will destroy you all!
I would also say that it does take a while to sort of get the hang of the basic differences in the game system. Because it does play quite differently, and there is a bit of a learning curve, and it would be easy to play for 2 hours and go, this just sucks, because through no fault of your own, you just haven't glommed onto the systems and how they work. They're very different. So if you're used to a WoW or a FF14, or Rings Online, or Star Wars: The Old Republic, or standard stuff, it'll feel a little weird. For instance, your skills, which are going to be the 1 through 5 keys, are based on your weapon or weapons that you're using, and your profession.
Report back to Smokestead.
A 2-handed sword on a Guardian is a melee weapon. A 2-handed sword on a Mesmer is a ranged weapon. Kind of what happened when you first played however long ago. It was Guild Wars 1 fan, and it's a little... it is very different.
I heard what you did down in that crypt, soldier.
It's sort of like...
Impressive.
The sort of
Tribune
design
Brimstone was calling the
inspiration was
shots.
an RPG
I just did my job.
that had
Don't sell yourself
sort of
short.
Magic the Gathering mix and
You were
match.
part of the team that took down
the
Baradin and
skills.
stopped the ghost assault.
And this is kind of
Smokestead
between
is safe
Guild
now,
Wars
and
1
you helped make it
and the
that
more
way.
standard, say,
People are still
WoW,
on
Final
edge, though.
Fantasy XIV.
It'd help if they saw someone like you making the rounds, lending a hand.
Also, it can be
The quicker we get
very
this place squared away,
throwing to a
the
new player
sooner
that
the
there
legions
aren't
can get back to
really
business.
quests, generally
You can
speaking.
help. I'd rather have volunteers.
After the tutorial
But if
area,
I have to issue an order, I
you
will.
just get tossed out into the world.
That won't be necessary, Legionnaire.
And you don't know what to
I
do.
hereby volunteer.
And the actual answer is, we'll run around and do stuff that looks interesting or fun. And that's a very different approach to people who are used to the more structured, not necessarily linear, but more structured gameplay model. Where, for instance, in WoW, it's, there are a lot of changes and differences, but the base leveling procedure is quest hub to quest hub to quest hub. In this game, it's run around and do whatever looks interesting or fun. And that can be really off-putting to a lot of players because it is so different from what they're used to. Guild Wars 1 is very linear with story missions and primary quests. Yeah, that is certainly true. That's more of a standard RPG. And this does have some of that. Every 10 levels you get a storyline series of quests, and those are more traditional. But for instance, here I'm leveling up a new character for something called a key farm. Once a week you can create a new character, get him to level 10, do the first chapter of the story, and get a key for unlocking the lockbox. I like to do it just as sort of a casual, fun thing to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around the map. I'm going to grab any of the activity hearts that appear. You'll see what those are in a sec. Grab any hero points, waypoints, points of interest. Pretty much everything gives you experience in it.
Smokestead lies outside the Black Citadel
you
on
don't
land we
have to
took
run
back from the
quests.
humans.
I
It's our base
generally
of
will do these.
operations for further expansion
These
into
are called
this region.
reputation hearts.
We're pressing east and
rep
north,
hearts are basically they are a sort of
Hey,
a free-form
come talk to me.
local quest. So in this heart, for instance, I have to kill the critters, stomp on critter mounds,
Hey, come talk.
and it'll tell you what you have to do here, and basically everything you do gives you a little progress on the bar. When you finished out the bar, you finished out the heart. You've gotten a bunch of XP, and you can probably just move on.
Scrotum! I thought I told you to secure those gates and get rid of the worms.
I did. It's not my fault the cows broke down the gates.
And
I
this
don't
is an
care
event.
whose fault it is.
There are dynamic
Get my
events that
cows back
spawn,
in,
in
or
some
I'll
cases
rip your
regularly,
claws
in some
out.
cases irregularly. And I would break into Who Let the Cows Out, but I don't sing, and I wouldn't want to sing that song if I could sing. So right now, I'm filling up the feed troughs. So in essence, this is like a kill 10 rats, where maybe you're killing rats, but maybe you're also cleaning up or helping people, bandaging wounded, something like that. It's not that different from a quest. Just that it feels a little bit more organic.
Wither!
And that's the heart complete. Does it have fishing? It does have fishing. I do not believe fishing is available
Keep herding them
until...
in, and hurry.
It was a feature in End of Dragons? Yeah, End of Dragons expansion was added, and so you can't fish unless you have it. It has a full set of crafting
Those
skills,
aren't dangerous, especially not human ones.
and you can, in fact, not with a new character, but if you had an established account with a lot of materials or gold, you could level a character all the way up just with crafting, from level 1 to 80.
We get to
And as you craft, you don't just get XP in the craft, you get XP for leveling as well. Let's see. The crafting disciplines are armor, chef, artificer
Have I
or
mentioned how
artificer,
much I hate
huntsman,
script?
jeweler, leatherworker,
Get them.
tailor, weaponsmith, and then handiworker came in one of the later expansions. That's making objects for the home. And scribe
I think that's
is
all.
almost deprecated
It better be. Put those gates
for
back
making
up and make sure they don't get
housing items for the guild halls. Fire the cannon. Those each give me progress. Yes, there's a lot to choose from. They're relatively straightforward. There's one for each weight of armor, heavy, medium, and light. There's what huntsman does bows and spears. Weaponsmith does more sort of the warrior type weapons.
Grit, I'm hit.
Jewel crafter does rings and amulets and earrings. Chef does food. Food is used for buffs.
You have a question?
It for the most part makes sense. And you can actually make stuff that's useful for your character. And that's another level. So right now, there are several of us around here doing the heart. The fastest way to get the heart progress is to shoot the cannons. They cool down about every, 10 seconds or 15 seconds. So, but we're all trying to hit them at once. So. And as you can see,
Wither.
there are a number of players around. At least 3 or 4 players around.
At ease.
And so there are always new players and or new characters at least in most of the lower level zones. Because of the way, curse them, these guys are using them all. Because of the way it uses dynamic instancing for maps, if there aren't a lot of people interested in playing in a particular specific map, then what happens is there'll only be like 1 or 2 instances of that map. So basically, players will be funneled onto live instances of any given map. So the maps are pretty much always feel alive. You don't get the feeling that, oh, it's an empty map. Nobody ever plays this map anymore. Type deal.
Pay attention to me. Keep your eye on the target.
Now, this is very unusual in that most of the time when I do this one's much faster.
Yes.
Feel the pain.
But I can also get more advancement by beating up the script here. We're almost finishing up this heart. Yay, heart complete.
What do you want?
And so when I'm doing these key farms, I just basically run around grabbing quests and quest equivalents, I should say. As a new player or a returning player, there is a lot of voice acting, not as much as say something like Star Wars: The Old Republic, but there's a lot. As a new or returning player, I would suggest keeping an eye on the adventure guide. It'll pop up pretty early on. H brings up your hero panel, achievements on the left, going to the character adventure guide. There are 5 volumes. These are achievements you can do that give you a lot of XP and also will teach you a lot about the game mechanics themselves. For instance, things like dodging to avoid attacks. My character just did a forward roll there. That's a dodge. And they are extraordinarily useful in combat. You see something winding up, you can dodge. There are iframes involved, so they'll just completely miss you. There's also a lot of the voice work is sort of scattered around as you're moving through the world. NPCs do chatter. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to fire away. For me, I'm a huge fan of the open world gameplay, which is, to my mind, the single biggest strength. The thing they do way, way better than anyone else
Might makes
does.
right.
And that, fortunately, is also,
Leaving the lessons
if not the
behind.
best way to level up, a very, very good way to level up.
I'm good.
I will take the sword from my own hand. So, if the weapon you are using will be your 1 through 5 keys. If you have a 2-hand, it'll be 1 through 5. If you have a 1-hand, the main hand will be 1 through 3, and the offhand will be 4 and 5. 6 is generally your healing skill. 7 through 9 will be utility skills, which can be anything from extra damage to crowd control to extra debuffs and or buffs and healing, that kind of stuff. And then the 10 key, the 0 key, is an elite skill, which is a longer cooldown thing that is far more impactful. So now I'm running around resetting the rat traps. Can't remember if I actually get progress on the heart for killing the rats. Let's find out. I do. I get progress for killing the rats. Setting the rat traps. Sadly, the piles of gear and the other thing are kind of annoying because they pop out oozes. And oozes are amongst the most annoying of creatures in the game. Because they will go invulnerable for short periods of time. And it's just frustrating.
Might makes right.
Nobody likes them. We all hate them. They're not difficult or anything. They're just evaded. See, the thing it evaded 2 of my attacks because it evaded them. We almost got the rats taken care of. Pile of gears, rat trap. It's a rat trap. It's a suicide rap. Fourth guy music reference. There we go. Heart complete.
What's the hurry? It's just a bunch of junk. It ain't going nowhere.
Just a bunch of junk. Get out of my sight.
What I said.
That is exactly correct. Vistas are another map mechanic. All they do is just sort of give you a dynamic view of the area you're in. They are in real time. So if there are a bunch of players fighting something down here, that would be on the in the Vista as well. Guild Wars 1 has some of the most amazing environments. You wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of the base game ones, as a Guild Wars 1 player, you know, you would recognize a lot of the map areas, the cultures and whatnot. I mean, for instance, End of Dragons takes us to Cantha, Path of Fire takes us to Alona and Joko Land. Guild Wars takes place, I think, 250 years, Guild Wars 2, after Guild Wars 1. I have a little tradition. When I get a new item of attire, I randomly change my dyes. So my character kind of looks like somebody's Halloween closet blew up on them. It's going to be even worse now because I'm going to randomly change all the dyes. Here we go. Okay, I'm not blind at all. That's not appalling at all. Unsurprisingly, the environments and everything in Guild Wars 2, any place that you've been in Guild Wars 1 that's in Guild Wars 2 is going to be very evocative. It's going to feel the same. It's probably going to have some of the same landmarks and such. Is that the mother? What do we have? Something is up. Straight. Don't see it. Okay. Weird. And if for no other reason, if you as a Guild Wars 1 player ever wanted to jump, we've got you covered. Yeah, you're going to see Guild Wars 1 inspired stuff pretty much everywhere in the game. Well, I mean, a lot of the Guild Wars 1 team came over, and I'm certain they have an enormous amount of affection for the work they did on the first one. We right now are in the plains of Ashford.
I'm good.
Where I was in Guild Wars 1 last night. Alright, we have our water breather. We also have a spear. But the spear is now also, if you have the right expansion, also a land weapon. So we're going to equip it as that instead. We did finish out this heart. Yes, we did. We'll just take it, we'll give this guy a break and we'll res him so that the next lizard can kill him again. Well, there were worms in the first heart that I did. Here we're up against the Flame Legion. Up here in the upper right, kill Flame Legion and destroy their turrets, power sources, and magical devices. Another player there. I want to make sure the other player gets his hits on stuff too, so that he gets kill credit, advancement, all that stuff. Good evening to you, the dude. The dude has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the dude. _X. No, don't kill him. I need him dead. Okay, I'll whack him and see if I... Oh, no, I think they finished him. I try to be a good citizen of the game. There's another player around. Try to make sure that they get a hit on stuff so that they get credit as well. I try to not be a dick, mostly. Sometimes it works out. Exactly, don't kill him. I need to kill him. One or two more. Sadly, killing the imps that we summon don't give us any advancement. But that's the heart complete. Oh, fine. I will not res that NPC because I've already finished that heart. I will leave that for someone else. Ow. And here we are. The old Duke's estate, Duke Baradin. In fact, we started fighting. The boss for the tutorial is Duke Baradin, who we were chatting with in-game last night. The Revenant is an interesting class in that it channels the spirits of heroes from the past. For instance, the legendary dwarf stance, the legendary dwarf king Jalus Ironhammer. So we have basically dwarfy abilities on our 6 through 10 skills. This is the only class that doesn't really get to pick their 6 through 10 skills. They're all determined by which spirit they're currently channeling.
I advance yet again.
Others we get are the Malix demon. We get Shiro, that's the assassin. We get Ventari, sort of the healing stance. we get the combo platter of Saint Victor and his nemesis. They end up being, well, in this particular case, the reason the skills look cool is this is the spear on this class. As I would agree, completely awesome looking skills. And these are the spear skills regardless of which spirit you're channeling. Now you only start with Jalas as the only stance here. You can have 2 of them equipped and swap between them on a cooldown. The mechanic is this progress bar here. Any of your skills out here, or here, a lot of your various skills will cost the energy, and the primary way of regenerating it would be to swap between legends. And when we get there to adding additional skills into our 7, 8, and 9 slot, I am a big fan of, he has a skill that drains some of his energy over time, but does damage and also heals him. The big rotating hammers of death. One more ought to do it. Oh, we have an event. If you can run along with the events, you get a nice double dip because the event will give you XP, and also a lot of times it will give you progress towards the
You
heart.
guys know how the Ascalonians
As
became
that one
ghosts,
just did.
right?
So
Sure.
they'll succeed at this.
How?
I will go ahead and move on. I'll get partial credit for the event.
It's after me.
But that finished up the heart for me, didn't it? Not quite. I thought it did. It did not. It did. I didn't finish that one. Oh my god, I didn't finish the other one. Would you like to know, in exquisite detail, how much I suck? A lot. Seems like a lot is the answer. Now, I don't have to go back and do it. It's not a big deal, but it's not in my nature to not finish.
For Blood Legion.
And I feel dumb for having done so. Oh, come now. I need like one more thing. No, I got this one done too. Which one did I not get done? And it looks like I don't have that one done. Oh my god, it isn't this one I didn't finish. It's this one I didn't finish. I have failed you and I feel shame. Please forgive me. Oh, well that's level 10. Now at level 10, you get access to the first chapter of the personal story. Better mace. Exactly the same spear. So I have a spear. That's a harpoon, which is a spear. This is a better spear. There we go. So we have that spear we're using as a land spear, and that spear which we're using as a water spear. Got it.
Target destroyed.
Pardon me as I fiddle. It is in my nature. When you do finish a heart, you can talk to the heart vendor, as they will have some stuff you can buy for karma, which you get throughout the game as a currency. In this particular case, we're going to use him as a vendor and sell crap. Inventory wars is a real thing for any new players. The inventory system is not generous to start. You will get lots of items and stuff, and you're not sure what you can use, what you can't use. One of the keys to dealing with things is pressing this button, deposit all materials, as it will deposit all crafting materials into your crafting bank, up to the cap, which is initially 250. This is a crafting material. I have 1,250 in storage already. Of 1,250, I bought storage expanders. But by no means is that necessary. You can always just sell the extra on the auction house for money. Most of the crafting items have reached an equilibrium price where, selling it might net you 20 copper and buying it might cost you 19 copper. In essence, they've hit their real value in game terms. This is the Black Citadel.
I guess you're right. We have to sell stuff to someone.
Of the Char.
Might as well be them.
And we are now interesting? We're not interesting. We're really pretty boring, actually. We're entering
At least you made it. I think we're the
first chapter of the story.
Well, look who finally came back. When Steelbane gets done with you, you'll wish you died with the rest of your warband.
As if I cared what you think. Who are you? Why are you breathing at me?
Catfight!
Sarosi Breaksteel. Steelbane recruited me, along with the others, to rebuild the warband.
Wait, what? He's recruiting without asking us?
Yeah, because you're dead, remember? And probably better off that way. Report to Steelbane in the barracks, quick, or you'll be in for a beating.
Not from you. Or from any of the rest of these jerks. There we go. We can now swap weapons. We can have 2 weapon sets. Interesting. I didn't even think these would show up at level 80. These are legendary items. Legendary items are account-wide, so everyone will have access to all of the legendary items that they can use. They are quality of life improvements. They have the exact same stats as Ascended gear, but you can change the stats on the fly. And most of them, for weapons and armor, are particularly spiffy looking. I have 2 legendary weapons, 3 pieces of light legendary armor, the runes and 2 sigils, and the relic. Hi guys, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Legionnaire! Looks like some sewage just floated in from the battlefield. You get my best soldiers killed, and then have the nerve to stand there stinking up our barracks with your cowardly musk?
I got them killed. Tell me something, boss. Who's in charge of this outfit? Who is giving the orders? You.
Watch your tongue, Sultan, or I'll have it removed for insubordination. Rage. Teach this piece of waste how to address a legionnaire. With pleasure.
With pleasure. Come on, who's coming first? Oh, you guys? Here they come.
Another corpse that doesn't know it's dead. I thought only humans were that.
jerks.
Stand down! All of you! Stand down now! So, you fight your own warband better than you fight the enemy!
That?
Go on,
There's a
get
follow
out of
from
my
small
sight
tomato.
while I figure out what
There
to
are no
do
small
with you.
tomatoes. They're just overly
There's a
large.
load of supplies over at Telleraine's. Bring them to me. Double time! It's the only job you're fit for.
As soon as he's done
Screw
yapping.
this up, and I will use your hide as a doormat. Understood?
Understood, boss.
Boss. He's a boss, but he's a little bit backwards. Double SOB. I have a spiel for those who follow. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. I hope your week so far hasn't been bad. It's a Monday. They're never, like, really good. But you can hope that they're not bad. I have to retrieve the samples. We're back out over here. Why did I not get notified that I had been raided 12 minutes ago? Streamlabs, why are you messing with me? I now feel churlish and rude for not welcoming the raid 12 minutes ago of Neonasic. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the party of 3. My apologies. I am rude. I am a dick. But in this case, I was neither intentionally rude nor intentionally a dick. My apologies. You know, people so Guild Wars 1 traumatized they can't play Char without... Yeah, well, I can understand that. They played so much, yeah, and the Char were... shall I be generous? We're, indelicate. Give me a second. I need to change my glider skin to something a bit sexier. How does the Guild Wars 1 community feel about Abaddon? I'm sure they have a lot of love and respect for Abaddon, so I will imply that I am his puppet. I think that works well. 200 years, no one truly holds hostilities except Ebonhawk, kinda. Yeah, I don't know. Certainly in that area. There is some Char, and there are some humans. They don't want to get along. Of course, let's face it, the Char, most especially the Flame Legion, were unwelcoming, but humans are an actual invasive species on this planet. So, you know, in that way, the Char have a point. No, Char and human, well, I mean, there are still hostilities between Char and human, but they're officially, they're allies now, or at least neutral. Hostilities still exist, especially in the Ebonhawk area. There are separatists and Flame Legionnaires out there. The Flame Legion, in essence, has been banned from Char society and is always trying to get back in charge. And then there are humans who either don't like the Queen, don't like the Char, or don't like the Queen or the Char. Char were so aggressive they caused the city of the gods to sink. Instead of facing invasion, you gotta give the humans some of the credit/fault. Adelburn blew up one, and Kilbron, and under, I believe, the approval of his king, sank the other. So, you know, and where were the gods? Bye. Wasn't it this guy that is hanging off my back when I glide? Isn't he the reason we have to put up with Cormyr? Oh, I'm in an instance. I can't glide. Meanwhile, Kryta fought them off with one crazy guy standing in the field. Well, I mean, we humans have always done pretty good with crazy.
The rest of your warband defected voluntarily. Don't be stubborn. Why fight for blood when you can cook for Flame Legion?
Ooh,
Females have it easy
tempting.
with us.
You want me to desert and join you so you can demote me to fry cook? Please! I've killed 100 males twice your size.
Yeah, that sounds like an exaggeration.
Fall in line.
I don't
fall
think she's
on
killed
a blade.
100
I don't
males
care
twice
which.
its size.
No luck trolling for recruits at the pig farm?
Like that
You
one, much
Flame
better.
Legion stiffs must be desperate. I came here for supplies, but this is a lot more fun.
If it's fun you want, recruits. Let's send Blood Legion a message. Bury these idiots and destroy those supplies while you're at it.
Are you guys not dead yet? I thought I'd murdered you already. There we go, that's a little bit better.
Anger rising.
My anger is rising. Mr. Mojo rising. Next wave.
To cook for you? Here, have a steaming hot bowl of death.
Have a steaming hot bowl of death. I will say, she does need to work on her snappy battle rapport. It's really not that impressive. A steaming hot bowl of death. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not, you know.
If I kill enough of
Just
your
got out of World v. World.
females will take over again.
It's a mode of a gameplay mode that I want to be able to love, but it just, you know, a few times I've gotten in the Zerg, and that's certainly more rewarding. I've gotten, you know, 2 gifts of battle for the 2 legendary weapons I have, so that's about how much I've done, and mostly I've done World v. World
The gate pursued.
when there's a like a double XP event.
My attention.
Fine. Yeah, well, certainly yes. It makes it much more, I don't want to say profitable, much more worthwhile in terms of progress towards whatever goals you're trying to get accomplished, and also more generally just game, not really gameplay, but game activity, I guess, in the World of World maps. Incredible what a difference it makes. A guy is coming here. Yeah. You get enormous amounts of.
Best quartermaster.
You get
in
a
Legions.
guided
Whatever you
gameplay
needed,
experience in
he
the
had
World v.
it.
World. If you're with a commander or multiple commanders who know what they're doing, for sure. Got enough World v. World tickets for 2 legendary armor pieces. Very nice. I made 2 light armor pieces from the open world set, the Obsidian, and then I got the gloves for light armor as well from the Fractal Rush event. Yeah, those I thought that was a
My
really
whole war band
well done event.
deserted for
It
the
got
promise of
people
power.
into playing fractals.
Never
and
thought
mode
I'd
they might
see
not
something
otherwise
like that.
play.
I have
And
nothing left but my
Easy
life.
now that the event is
If
done,
you'll have
you
me in
can
your
still
ranks,
get
it's yours.
the headline
We
item.
need
you
soldiers,
can still get
and you can clearly handle yourself in
a
a
pair of
scrap.
legendary gloves.
Welcome to the warband.
And if you collect additional items,
Just be
you can get
warned,
the other
my
2
legionnaire
weights
is going
of
to
legendary
drown us for
gloves as
losing
well.
those supplies. I hope you can swim.
It was very smart from
Don't
a,
worry.
from a
I can hold
wide
my breath for a
variety
long time.
of approaches.
I'll take punishment over death or being
Really well
Gladium.
done.
Lead
Rewarding
on.
for the experienced players, very rewarding for the new players to Fractals.
Leaving the lessers behind.
Yes, and testing the queue system, which is going to be coming in for, well, straights. You know, used to be you had strikes and raids, and now they're going to smoosh them together. I'm calling it straights. I have the trademark on that. I don't have a trademark on it. But they'll be bringing that system in as well, and hopefully they will allow for low-end strikes and raids the way they allowed for low-end fractals to pull people in again to another game system. and saying we've not had a proper queue system for group content for a long time. Yeah, it is, but it's equally kind of amazing to show that they're willing to sink that amount of time, dev time, into implementing a new system and doing it smartly so that it's not just, okay, we added an LFG and no one is still playing because there's no change in the base systems. They did the change in the fractals that brought players in, and hopefully they'll do the same thing with strikes and raids. So far I've done 0 raids and 1 strike so that I could get the turtle mount. Required a strike when I did it. Thank you, dude. Yes, strayed. How far we have strayed from God's sight. I think what they're doing is they have seen that there have been a lot of new players coming into the game, trying the game for various reasons. A moment's silence for New World, please. And have smartly said, okay, we can do some big system revamps, and we can add life back into the fractal scene, and maybe we can do it with strikes and raids. And guys, dungeons, please. Be doing dungeons. I know that doing dungeons might be really hard, though, simply because so much of the code is going to be old. Somewhere in the old LFG website for dungeons, when people did them still. Yeah, right now, well, they still do them, but basically you have to do them through posting an LFG message. And usually it's something like, new player wanting to go through such and such a dungeon. And that will bring in experienced players who want to help. Mind you, most of the dungeons I haven't done. And if you want to include the various paths inside the dungeons, yeah, I really haven't done. All right, we now have our first utility skill. It is the aforementioned Spinning Hammers of Doom. Looks like this. Those hammers do damage and heal. They are a toggle. We did finish in here. We did. Out we go. Well, I mean, yeah, it is certainly reminiscent. I am hesitant unless I am absolutely convinced to go back and apply such and such invented this great idea. Diablo invented so many great ideas in the ARPG and MMO space indirectly that it is a safe bet. I like the hammered-in implementation in Last Epoch too. They have a really fun implementation of Spinning Hammers of Doom. What game did ANET devs first work on? I don't recall. Was it Diablo? It wouldn't surprise me. I think a couple of them were Diablo alums. In which case, from my neck of the woods, Blizzard North, Diablo DNA worked its way into Guild Wars 1 and 2. Yeah, well, I mean, Diablo's DNA is going to be freaking everywhere. David Brevik's wife used to do a lot of streaming under the name The Jungle Queen. And most of the time she was streaming, David would be sitting next to her doing something else, maybe playing a game on his own, and he'd be answering questions. And I remember him talking specifically about when they were designing the first one, Diablo, and it was turn-based. And a couple of the guys came up to him and they said, we think we should try to do it, in real time instead of turn-based. And David said it was the stupidest idea he'd ever heard of. But they kept bugging him, and finally he gave in and said, fine, if you guys will leave me the hell alone, I'll implement it and I'll show you it doesn't work. And he, spent a couple of days, a day or two working on it for real time instead of turn-based. He finished, he started playing, he goes, oh yeah, this is actually the right answer. I don't know if Diablo started at all. I mean, it started sort of at least the real-time dungeon crawling. I mean, there's a game called Wizardry, the original Wizardry, which probably came out in what? I don't know, 80 or 81, something like that. And that was a real D&D dungeon crawler. I never played any of the Zelda games. Fast-paced, loot-focused dungeon crawl. Oh yeah, that is absolutely Diablo.
I saw you.
And that's the thing, though, is it wasn't originally fast-paced. Steelbane. Oh, that's right. God. This is one of those that would drive a player crazy if they weren't aware of what was happening here. And I'll explain what I mean in a sec. It's not easy to find this location if you're not aware of where you're supposed to be going.
Why isn't it over already?
Because this is not actually in the Citadel. You exit. You have to exit and enter sort of the basement arena area. Which, if you don't know it's there, you could spend the rest of your natural days riding around inside and never find it. Remember playing Ultima Online and being convinced about how Diablo is the future? I felt the same way about Diablo. That I thought that Diablo was the future. That if they could implement multiplayer, where someone could set up the dungeon, you could do a full-on D&D experience. Diablo was absolutely the first time I saw you could do that. Or thought that could be done, you know. I was a huge D&D nerd. I'm sure that comes as a complete, total shock and surprise to all of you. I was a Dungeons & Dragons nerd. Lens? Really? You?
Give Steelbane the bad news. I'll watch your back.
Who even plays D&D? I have this. My dice box is right over here. I haven't played D&D in years, but I have DM'd a Call of Cthulhu game for a number of my friends, online friends, over the last couple of years. Ran a campaign for, not entirely fair to call it Call of Cthulhu, because the characters got transported to another world and a different game. So they started in Call of Cthulhu, they went into RuneQuest, and then eventually back into Call of Cthulhu. It's a long story.
At ease.
That's RuneQuest, not RuneScape.
Well. If it isn't the brave soldier that aided me in Baradin's crypt.
Hey, Retlock, how you
Good
doing?
to see you again, Tribune Brimstone. If you'll excuse me, I need to speak to Steelbane. Reporting in, Legionnaire.
So,
Telerange was
if he's
compromised.
Steelbane,
Crawling with Flame Legion.
That means
the
he's
supplies
like
were destroyed.
Rust, right?
In other words, you failed. Again. By the claw of the Con-er, give me one reason why I shouldn't just kill you now.
Because your mother
Go
was a
ahead
hamster,
and try it.
and your
You don't
father
have the
smelt of
spine.
elderberries.
You're done, Steelbane. Either you step down as Legionnaire, or I'll knock you into the dirt myself.
You want my job, you miserable little puke? Earn it! Get down there and fight. Show me what you've got, and maybe I'll show you how a real Legionnaire fights. Gather around, troops. Watch me crush this little mutiny and teach you all a lesson in respect.
You know what I would like
To the arena.
in game terms? I would like to be able to have the monopoly on throat lozenges for Char. Because, man, that voice, it's got to be rough. All right, you die first. And the rest of you die next. Let's get those spinning hammers of doom hammering. Thank you for your applause. Please hold your applause till the end of the fights.
Let's see how you fare against the arena champion.
Come on, where is he? There he is. Champion Vita Vitalgore. Champion my ass, look at that. They're just a veteran. Missed me. Loser. Sit down.
This is it, soldier. Last round. Victory or death.
I don't know how
Let's
Bloom
see
does
what
it.
you got.
How Steve Bloom can be making that same raspy ass voice for that many years. Hey. I don't think that was particularly friendly. Rotating hammers of doom. No longer rotating. But that's okay. Like, we need a raspy voice. Well, we have Bloom on quick dial.
It's too public.
Ritlock? Quick dial. Logan? Quick dial.
Outstanding. I'd say the soldier exceeded expectations. What do you say, Steelbane?
That'll look good on the review. Exceeded
He's
expectations.
so impressed he's speechless. Now get in that ring and fight, Steelbane, or I'll split you open myself. Yes, sir, Tribune. I can't hear you, Legionnaire. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. A formal challenge, Steelbane. This soldier's willing to fight to the death. How about you? Prepare to be impressed, Tribune. I am going to make an example out of this whimpering cub.
Spoiler, he's not actually going to.
Don't let us down, boss.
Stop! I surrender. Don't kill me. I can still be of use to the Blood Legion. He's done, soldier. Either he lives to continue serving the Corps as best he can,
I'll let him
or
live
he
in shame.
dies
Normally
in the
I
name
kill
of
him, but,
Legion discipline.
Feeling generous.
Either way, the decision's yours. Kill him, or cast him out of your warband.
You make me sick, you nauseating little whiner. Crawl away and take your shame with you, loser. Well, you know.
Steelbane wasn't fit to command. Congratulations on your promotion, Legionnaire.
I'll rebuild this warband and live up to your trust, Tribune. I promise you that.
Your first duty is to replenish your warband with honorable gladium.
Yeah.
Earn their trust.
I will.
Understood. Any recommendations?
Fion the Wraith and Sour Doomsday. Both are
you.
good soldiers who've fallen on hard times. I'll
Sour
give you a full
Doomsday
briefing when
sounds
you're
a
ready.
little bit redundant. You know? Seriously? I mean, a sweet Doomsday doesn't seem likely to me. You get a Sour Doomsday every bar you visit? That's actually not a bad call.
Make it quick.
A whiskey sour? Yeah. A whiskey sour Doomsday. That is actually really tempting to try and make a drink out of that. Let's see. Fion is the Necromancer? Hardened Veteran. What about Sour? Sour's the Necromancer. Let's go with Sour. ready to choose. Sour Doomsday. On the rocks, please.
Worst officer ever. Won't miss him. I say rename the war band and move on.
We've got another. Papa's got a brand new bag. Why, yes, I do say that every time. That's new. We can equip that in the main hand. I believe we can even salvage that one.
This is the only proper course.
We have 5 bags. Let's see how many of these could be. A sword conceivably could be. It is better than the offhand. We have a spear. Not as good as either of other spears. Scepter. Pants I can't wear. Shield. But we have
Threshold achieved.
1 new item of attire in the gloves. That means new dies. Most likely to be appalling. Let's see what we get. Random dies incoming, and not awful. We've got Shale, Blush, and Kelly Green. Level 12. Out we go. We gotta find our new underlings. Underlings, not undergarments, underwear, or underarmor. Coming through. Pardon me. Excuse me. In we go. Magic users.
I don't like this. Let's find a new recruit fast.
Well, I guess we're just going to have to kill a few Flame Legion. That's so sad. I'm really sad about that.
He has quite the reputation.
It's all irrelevant if he backs up. Are you sure he got
Feel the pain.
Feel the pain.
He's mean and he knows it. He'll show.
Oh, that was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And I've outdone it by doing exactly the same thing a second time. All right, how about some hammers? Grubs. Mmm, delicious, nutritious grubs. Also, occasionally fire-breathing grubs, but other than that, they're very friendly. Possibly tasty. Definitely nutritious. Probably. Maybe. Where are my other friends? What are you idiots fighting? Clawspur? Are you done, you numbskull? It's so hard to get good help. Hi, Sour.
Sour Doomsday? Ritlock Brimstone sent me. My warband needs you.
Needs me? Tell that to my old warband. I was raised with them, fought beside them, yet they still didn't trust me. All I did was meet with a flame shaman, and they called me a traitor.
Well,
thing is, I was there to assassinate him and steal his magic.
Doomsday is
I'd
kind
never
of a
turn
depressing
my back
name.
on the Blood Legion.
That's why I'm here. I
Stab
need someone
face
with your
is a
talents
much
to help
more
rebuild my
upbeat
warband.
kind of name.
Join us.
You know, nominative
The Flame
determinism.
Legion already made me an offer.
We
Join or
live
die.
up to our name.
As a Gladium, I didn't have much of a choice.
Or
Get me out of this shotgun
possibly
wedding,
down to them.
and I'm all yours.
Don't worry, kid. We'll get the Flame Legion off your back. And then you'll owe us.
kid.
Better get them off my back, and I'll become one of you.
He's an old man. I say that because, as an old man, I know old men.
You don't talk much, cub. Respect that.
A little better now. Hammers of Doom. Rotationating. How about some sword action? All right, how you like them apples? I was destroying that.
We had a deal. Without a warband to back you up, you're dead meat.
I made Sour a better offer. Stand aside, or
Or what? Save your empty threats. It's too bad, really. You could have had more power than in your wildest dreams, Sour. My dreams involve a barrel of whiskey,
Whiskey
an
sour.
Ash Legion minx, and you dead at my feet. Time to make that last one a reality.
Minx. I don't remember that line or the whiskey line.
Tail to my collection.
Nice. Maybe we do have room. Magic user.
Bleed my own blood. Enough. Skin you alive, grave your pelt like a robe.
Got him.
You saved my tail.
For a second, I
if
thought
I
it
had
said
any
you
doubts
shaved
about
my
offering you
tail.
a spot, you just crushed them flat. We could use 10 of you.
You don't need 10. Just me and that barrel of whiskey.
That can be arranged.
And we have gotten Sour. Chest item. I have told you what that means. Rifles we cannot use. Daggers. Nuh-uh. Or daggers. Also, nuh-uh. Lucky number 13. Can we open the demon? We can open the demon. We now have 2 stances. And we'll have 2 different healings then. Out we go. The demon is Malix. Occasionally, pardon me, the legends from the mists that you are currently channeling will speak to you. Alexander. Oh, that actually would be a perfectly good character name. Not gonna lie. Britlock Rimstone, which sounds really smutty.
Good news, Tribune. Sour Doomsday has joined my warband.
Well done, Legionnaire.
Thank you.
Here's your next assignment. One of Steelbane's men, Rage Steeltongue, has become a bit of a problem. After you took over, he joined the Flame Legion. He's determined to bring you down at any cost.
Not a problem. We'll drag him back to blood by his scrawny tail.
No. There's a time for mercy, and a time for mercy killing. I'm not giving Rage the chance to betray Blood Legion twice.
We'll give him a one-way trip to the mists.
That's the plan. Meet me down by the Citadel gates when you're ready to deploy. Dismissed.
Isn't Citadel Gates a song by the Smiths? Cemetery Gates. But it scans much better as Citadel Gates. Keats and Yates are on my side, are on your side, but Wild is on mine. The internet loves music and pop culture references. Well, yeah, I mean, every once in a while there'll be one that kind of throws me.
You'll get plenty of both.
There was one the other night. God, I can't remember what the hell it was. It just struck me as a very strange one to go for. And I, for the life of me, can't remember what it was. Are we going here? Down here? I guess down here. Hey! Me and Abaddon. Best buds. Nope, I went the wrong way. It seems like I went the wrong way. I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest I may have gone the wrong way. Oh, that's right. This is the cows coming home. Pretty sure. Hi, Redlock.
At ease, Legionnaire. Ready to get started?
More than ready, Tribune Brimstone. What's our next move?
That mongrel toady, Rage Steeltongue, was spotted in this area. Start with those cattle ranchers. Find out why they're here and if they've seen anything unusual. Get moving.
Sir, yes, sir.
See? Sir, yes, sir. Rancher Talona Iron Rustler.
Out with it.
Watch your step around my stock. They're harmless, but not housebroken. Why are the cows here? Some legionnaire came to the ranch and ordered me to herd them into the Citadel. When a legionnaire orders me to herd my cattle into the Citadel, I herd my cattle into the Citadel. Which legionnaire gave the order? Nah, never seen him before, and he didn't give me a name. Helped with a few packs, though. Did a passable job. Sounds like he may have mixed some tools in with the feed. I'll need to examine those packs. Spoiler! Earth-shattering kabooms. Smells of leather and stuff. Gunpowder and oiled metal. It's ticking. Let's see. Who brought the dry rub? Because we've got barbecue. Grain and leather and nothing else. Grain and leather. Gunpowder and oiled metal, and it's ticking. It is a terror plot, yeah. Although generally terror plots, when they, quite literally in this case, blow up, don't provide...
You know, if I wasn't looking at a big pile of cow chunks, I'd be laughing.
They don't provide the food.
Laugh later. Right now I need to know where those Flame Legion imposters went.
They headed deeper into town. You'll find them if you go that way.
Lead the way, Legionnaire. Rage just got promoted from mongrel toady to serious threat.
I should have cut Rage's his throat the first time I saw him.
Something's not right. I smell fire magic.
Fire, smoke she is arising. Old guy music
At least
reference.
it's easy to tell where rage has been.
Gnarl, Snagtooth. Have you seen an unfamiliar officer around? Drop that crate. Step back, soldier. Right now. Kill the summoned creatures.
Might makes right.
Fire magic on my watch. Once we shut down Rage's sabotage operation, I go to cut his head out and feed it to him.
There's strong magic here. Rage must be working with the Flame Legion.
Rage couldn't cook up something like this on his own. He must have Flame Legion allies. We have intelligence that they were planning something.
Jar with intelligence? I don't think so. Burn.
Let's move.
Flame Legion humor, too. Aziel Jawbreak. Aziel. Aziel. There we go. Aziel. 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 Wow, he teleported. We're not meant to kill all the mobs that fast. Or maybe we didn't kill the last one, and that's the reason why it didn't trigger. Could be.
What happened to you, soldier?
It was a Blood Legionnaire. He seemed friendly, but when he clapped me on the shoulder, all the strength just drained right out of me. He took my clothes, my boots, my entire kit.
Tell us where he went, and then get yourself to the infirmary.
He was headed for the scrapyard. Give him a good thrashing for me when you find him.
Oh, we're going to more than thrash. We're going to bash, smash, crash, possibly lash, and dash his hopes. I'm quite the poet. And I know it.
More dazed soldiers
And my
staggering
feet
around in
show
their
it.
skivvies.
They're
Whether
long.
we're on the right track, or we missed the best party ever.
I actually have short feet. But that doesn't rhyme. And then have a poetical twist at the
Did you get the gear? Got it right here. Put it on and you'll have free run of the place. They won't figure out they've been infiltrated until
They
the
won't
damage
figure
has
out that
already
they've been
done.
infiltrated by the guy glowing
It's over,
red.
Steel Tongue. I took down that coward Steelbane, and now it's your turn. Just tell me one thing.
Would you rather walk to
Why?
school or carry your lunch?
Why'd you betray us and join the Flame Legion? Too proud to serve your new Legionnaire?
I had it all set. That coward Steelbane was the only thing between me and taking over this warband. Then you came along and beat me to it. At the end of the day, I don't care whose banner I serve under, as long as I'm the one giving the orders. Like right now, boss, I'm ordering you to die.
Die.
The old whack and rotate works for a lot of the low-level stuff.
Did that hurt?
Did that hurt? Mustang. Oh, we got more friends. Everybody doesn't have to be invulnerable at once, guys, okay? That's just showing off. We kill now. Excellent. He's got some nice torment on him, a little bit of weakness, some poison.
The Flame Legion must be getting desperate if they're resorting to cow bombs.
Desperation is a weapon, Legionnaire. If they're targeting our defenses, they're planning a major assault on the city. Tactically, a night attack makes the most sense. When it comes, I need you and your warband in the field. When the fighting starts, your orders are to maneuver behind their frontline troops and take out the rear guard. Without mages and artillery to support the main force, they'll never breach the Black Citadel's walls. It's an important job. Can you handle it?
Sir, yes,
My
sir.
soldiers are ready, sir. We won't let Blood
With
Legion
honors.
down.
Good. Dismissed.
Doodly doopy doo doo. If I had a hammer. Another level? Oh my gosh. How can I be so impressive? Practice. Takes a lot of practice. That's not where I wanted that to go. I don't need 2 underwater spears. I need the better spear as my land spear. Thank you. New chest. I will wear that. The short bow. Very nice. Very nice. And a new chest means a new item of attire, which means new dies. Random dies. What could possibly go wrong? Stuff seems a bit like main story content, cutscenes, and plot. Yeah, the every 10 levels, another chapter of the main story opens up, and basically everything from when we first walked in and Steelbane started giving us crap, and we fought some guys, and then we had to go out and fight the Flame Legion, and then come back and go to the arena. That's all been the first chapter of the storyline. It's a series of quests. I think we got one more, I think. And then that's it for the main storyline until we get to level 20 when the next chapter opens up. Chapter every 10 levels. Some chapters are significantly longer than others. This one's probably on the shorter side, I would say. And hello to you. We didn't need to click the button here, and our new dies are not horrifying. Shadow Abyss is the blackest black in the game presently. Risen and Hint. Not terrible at all. We also have a hat. We have a new hat. That's another item of attire. And it's a masterwork. We have to choose stats. Because by default... Oh, did it come with those? Must have. Yeah, it came with power. Okay. Technically, even though I like this dies, my rule is new item of attire, new dies. Here we go. Yeah, that's not quite as good. Spearmint, Breeze, and Celestial. Celestial is, I think, was the whitest white at launch. I think there are whiter whites now. Interesting, we got the blackest black in the game, and now the whitest white that was in the game at launch. Out we go. We'll sell some crap. We'll head off, and for what I think is the last chapter of the last bit of the first chapter of the story. What did we get? We got defeating 5 veteran enemies.
If you live long enough.
Do I have any combo skills? Do I have any? Okay, we've got a combo finisher and a combo field. Should be able to do 3 combo fields then in combat. A combo field is something they'll teach about later in the game, in the adventure guide. Basically, you drop a field, and anyone who does a finisher in that field will get an additional effect. The example I always give is if someone were to drop a fire field wall of fire, and someone else were to shoot a projectile finisher through it, like an arrow, the arrow would do its normal damage, plus it would also do a little bit of extra fire damage. That's a field and finisher combo. This, I have a dark field here and a blast finisher here. So that will do a specific set of an additional effect. I don't know what off the top of my head. I've never memorized what all the field and finisher combos do. There's like 5 or 6 each of fields and finishers. So there are a lot of different combos. They might give you a heal, they might remove conditions from you or add conditions to enemies in the area. They can do additional damage conditions. They do a lot of different stuff. The effects are relatively small, but it's always worth knowing when and where you can get a finisher onto a field, because it's always an extra effect. Some of them significant. I wanted to sell my crap. Where are we off to next? All the way up there. I never grabbed that one. Okay, that failure on my part. Basically, for a long time, there was no instruction on things like break bars. Break bars are basically a CC bar mechanic. You do a certain amount of CC control, crowd control to specific mobs, and it will stun them, maybe provide an additional effect, increase the damage you do, and so on. That's a mechanic that for a long time wasn't really explained in the game. And the field and finisher combos is another thing that is not particularly well explained in the game. Very useful. But not very well explained in-game. One of the things the Adventure Guide does is it does point out game systems that you might not understand or get an understanding of just by playing through the game. One of the things that makes it a nice addition to the game is reasons to learn specific things about the game you're playing. Mechanics. I mean, even the simple stuff like dodging. Like that. As dodging is an enormously important mechanic in the game. But originally, it wasn't really anything they told you a lot about and why it was important. Now, sometimes this little last
Listen up!
mission
A
here,
Flame Legion platoon is marching against the Black Citadel. Tribune Brimstone will engage the main enemy force while we take out the rear guard.
Kill everyone.
Sour, you're on the mortar. Wait till we mark targets with green smoke, then light them up.
You got it, boss. Blowing stuff up at long range is my specialty.
Alexis, you're our sniper. Pick a spot where you can cover the entire battlefield. We'll call your targets, and you ventilate them.
With pleasure. And if it takes me more than one shot per kill, you can shave the word loser into my fur.
All right, we do this fast, we do this right, and everybody comes home in one piece. You get me? Now move out!
We get you, sir. Ma'am, sir. Legionnaire, we get you, Legionnaire.
I'm in position and standing by for your signal, boss.
In position.
All right, you'll notice my regular hotbar has been replaced. The 6, 7, and 8 commands. 6 is a med pack for healing. 7 is the mortar signal. And 8 is the called shot. So we're supposed to
working with snipers.
kill shot
Point.
on the shaman. So that shaman right there.
Too many live Flame Legion here.
We're going to call shot.
Fix
Taking
that.
a shot.
Got one. And their bodyguards. So we have to kill the bodyguards too. We're going to drop the field. Or did I get that backwards? I need to go 4, 4, 5. 4, 5? I need to go 4, 5. Next up, we're going to drop the mortar shot there. Green smoke! Green smoke! Blade Master. Yep, there's the shaman. Take the shaman shot. Bang. There was no bang forthcoming. That's what I say. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it works quite the way it's supposed to. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way by murdering the people we need to murder. That should have been 2 uses out of the 3 we need of the combo field.
Confirm smoke. Firing for effect.
Shaman, we'll try again. Alexis, are you actually going to shoot him this time? Nope. I'm doing it backwards. I need to be doing 4 or 5. We're just killing these ones the old-fashioned way. It's 4 or 5. Just get your shit straight. That's the shamans. Please don't squeeze the shamans.
Mark confirmed. Raining death.
That was death rained. I'm supposed to regroup, but if there's one more, I think I can finish off the combo. No, the last one ran away. The coward ran away. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Except finish up the mission and get my key. It's called a key farm because at the end of the first chapter of the personal story, you get a key for one of the Black Lion chests.
All clear, boss. The
Goody
Flame
lock
Legion's
boxes.
rear guard is officially out of commission.
Outstanding. This warband is tail clear, soldiers. Fall in. We're heading back to the Citadel for a hot meal.
Best war band in the Legion. Hooah!
Damn straight. Never let anyone tell you different.
It seems like a bit much, because you've only been doing this for a very short while. Commendation and congratulations from Smodor the Unflinching. By the way, eventually he flinches. Don't want to give away any spoilers. But he ends up flinching. 50 luck, an almost incomprehensible amount. Not really. Pretty comprehensible. All right, we have taken apart all of our gear. Consumed all of our luck, similar to pushing our luck. We will sell the little bits and pieces that we can't fit into our storage. It's not much, but it adds up. The reason you can make money over time in the game is by doing the little stuff like that. Get that out of the way. We will say, yay! Oh, we got one more. We got one more. Fine. Fine. You always have to make it difficult, don't you? And now we're done. We go back to the Black Citadel. We go to the bank in the Black Citadel. We grab a Black Lion chest from our storage. We use the key upon the Black Lion chest and hope to get lucky. It has been a long, long time since I actually got lucky in a Black Lion chest. Now, that's not entirely true, as I purchased for the expansion one of the goodie boxes, basically. It was a delivery every week for 4 weeks from the expansion with stuff in it, and the last one included 5 regular Black Lion keys and a gold Black Lion key, which is guaranteed to have a uncommon or better. The one I got was really boring. Not something I would use. Could sell it, and did. Sold it for about 35 gold, which isn't, that's not nothing. But it's not fun and exciting. I haven't gotten anything fun and exciting out of one of these for quite some time. No, I haven't been regularly cranking out weekly keys like I used to. We need 1 Black Lion chest. Just 1. And here's what will happen when we open it. We will get a Black Lion statuette. We will get a Black Lion material bag for Visions of Eternity.
Hail, citizen.
Hail to you, buddy. How you doing? We will get 2 common items. Good ones in here are Black Lion statuettes, are sort of a blue chip stamp, if you remember what those were. Good ones are the unlocks, are always fun. Crafting mats are useful for future legendary item manufacturing. The dies, if I get lucky, I do have most of the dies. Less enthusiastic about transmutation charges.
The Legion calls.
I have 1,500 of them. I don't need any more. Also, there's a 10% chance for an additional item. An uncommon or better. The uncommons, currently the weapon set that's uncommon, are the Thunder Crag set, which are kind of cool. They're sort of a combo platter of fire and earth.
Need something?
Flaming and earth. So they're pretty nice. Also in here is the Blazing Cape combo and glider. And I would like the Asuran Conjured Doorway. I believe that's dyeable to change your default gateway. This is my current gateway, which takes you to your housing, if you have the housing instance, which is available in Janthir Wilds. Then there's the rares, which are presently the Dragon Essence set. They're not bad. I don't know if I have a single one of the Dragon Essence set. They have sort of this dragon motif. Here you see the dragon head looking like it's breathing fire with the magical mystical blade that looks like it's breath. So they're pretty cool. And then the super rares, which I will never get. I will press open. We'll get a common here, and what we're hoping for is a 5th item to appear. That would be the uncommon or better. I have not gotten one from a key in a long time. 10% chance, but it has probably been 25 or maybe even 30. Now, it's not unheard of. I used to get 25 keys every time there was a new box as a way of showing my support for the game. And on average, you would get 2.5. My average was higher. I probably got 2.7 or 2.8. On average, I got as many as 6. And twice, I think, I got none. So it's not unheard of to go over 25 or 30. It's just not common. I deserve an uncommon or better right bleeping now.
Oh, yeah.
Got one. See, you just have to talk dirty to it. I got one of the rares. I got the Dragon Essence Hammer skin. Thank you. They listened for a change. The Black Lion material bag. That's got crafting items, including stuff from the current expansion. We got 5 of the transmutation charges, which I'll consume. We got a Black Lion.
I'm listening.
Statuette. We got a tier 6
and
crafting
I deserve
bags.
it too.
And we got this, the Dragon Essence Hammer skin. Now, I am going to keep it. I always keep these skins. Sometimes, if it's a skin I'm not that interested in, but there's another skin in the same set, I will sell the one I got to get either a cheaper one I like better, or maybe even chipping in a little of my own cash money to get one I do like better. Let's see what the hammer looks like. Okay, it is not impressively amazing while it's sitting on your back, but when it's wielded, kind of hard to see. People have been complaining for a long time this equipment preview window needs to be either bigger or just resizable. That is a perfectly nice, basically an axe skin for when you're wielding the hammer. I am going to guess that is in the 30 to 40 gold range, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's in the 25 range. I'm not going to sell it, but I do always check. I believe I said 35 to 40 range. 37 and a half is exactly splitting the difference. Please, please, save your applause until the end of the stream. I will store it in my wardrobe, and if you're not aware, that unlocks the Dragon Essence Hammer skin for the whole account. I'm curious. No, not that. Skins. I like to see which ones are going for the most. So the cheapest of the Dragon Essence skins is the Warhorn. So for instance, if I didn't like the hammer, well, realistically, I could have sold the hammer and bought the Warhorn and the rifles. But I liked the hammer. At the top end, those are the necrotic. The Dragon Essence, the most expensive, is the spear. Not that surprising, because for many years, spears were underwater only. And so people are kind of hungry for cool-looking spear skins now that you have land spears as well. The hammer is, in fact, the second most valuable. So I got lucky. That was very, very nice pull. I am pleased with that pull. My daily gathering yield. This all goes into the storage, except for the chunks of pure jade, because I have the maximum number, so these will just get sold to a vendor. 10 silver, that's a tenth of a gold a day. That's 36 gold a year. Like I said earlier, the reason I sell stuff for small amounts is the small amounts over time become reasonably large amounts. That was a very nice result from this evening's
Mine got another scar today.
keyfarm, but I think I want to play a little bit more. Maybe another half an hour or so. So I'm going to swap to another character. One of my lower level characters that have just recently been created, and they need leveling up. Why, yes, I do have too many characters. Let's see. Winvara Wind Chaser. My Elementalist. Exarch Exegorth. I'm quite happy with that name. Let's go with Nux. Nux Knifeheart. He's a level 16 Char Warrior. I'm yawning. Sorry. Apologies. All right, I assume he finished out. He did not finish the Plains of Ashford. Well, we're going to.
I went to the Priory once, but they kicked me out after my claws snagged on an ancient scroll.
Guess you forgot to trim.
I left the mark of an educated Char.
On my normal way of leveling characters is to choose maps and do map completions within. First one is always the starting map for the race. Oh, if I want to do a map completion, you got to get all of the points of interest, hero points, vistas, waypoints, and there's something else I'm missing. Waypoints. Oh, yeah, the hearts. Yeah. Alright, so we got this heart done already. I don't think we need to go in there for anything. But there is a waypoint all the way back here. Right there. This is mostly a guild area. There's a guild quest in there.
Touch one? You're kidding, right? I get that close, I'm raking and slashing with my claws. No touching.
Okay, I did get that vista. But this kind of open world play is what I like best about the game. Doing whatever I feel like in the open world, getting XP for basically everything.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Well, let's res our friends here. A little more art progress. And then, of course, we'll just, well... time for murdering them. It's always Flame Legion murdering time. It's just never not.
That's the stuff.
That is the stuff. Not sure exactly what that means, but evidently it is the stuff.
Gonna put out an inferno by attacking one spot?
Oh, you think you're a veteran, that issues some kind of special protection from arrows in the head? Spears, sorry. Spears. I got a little carried away. It's a rich copper vein. Let's go ahead and harvest that. That's all XP too. I did hit another level there. Always welcome. Ooh, my first shoulders? Could be. I have deposited materials. It sounds so dirty when they say it like that.
Dating adrenaline.
That's the heart complete. There's a hero point over here. There's another player in here, and between the two of us. Eric's Reign. We did get the completion there, did we not? We did. Vista, and I will cheat and fly. because I can cheat. Technically not cheating. I mean, it is in the game. So, let's see. It goes away. No, we do have previous shoulders. These are our first magical ones. Can't use, can use. But a shield? You know who uses shields, don't you? That's right. Warriors who aren't attacking enough. Well, that's not me. I'm a warrior who attacks enough. One of the things about doing map completion is there's like a 1 in 3 or 30% chance that when you finish any full scale open world map, so not the city maps, of getting a key. I like keys. I want to say free things, but of course they're not free. They take time. One's time has value. I get the build available at 21, right? I'm at 17, so I'm now going to be saving my hero points. Instead of spending them here so that I can spend them in one of the specializations. Then I'll go back to buying skills and stuff. Okay, we need the point of interest in Baradin's tomb, which is where we began this evening. For our character creation, we went into Baradin's tomb and we kicked his dead ass. Again. I'll grab that chest on the way out. After we do a quick turn around. I got a pistol. Oozes. Not a fan of oozes. We kind of hate oozes. Okay, elemental lodestones. What I can do here, we are playing for XP. If we get a couple of elemental kills, we got a lodestone. Lodestone and a lodestone, and we turn these in. Make sure we get at least some credit.
Give me a report. What now?
That's what you're looking for.
Okay. We're looking
Right,
good.
So in a minute and 12
If you have
seconds,
any more, drop them off with me as soon as possible.
we will get some
They're
XP
stirring in the crypts.
for that.
Muster every able soldier.
Probably a silver, I would think. But maybe only a bronze for that. Those kind of drive-by events where you already have the heart complete. You always want to try and at least get a little bit of progress in, because they're going to give you a good amount of XP, even if you just did a minimum amount. I bonked. Fine, I was not able to become gravity. Of course, gravity is an illusion. The Earth sucks. Blade Gut Wrencher. Seriously, Blade, B-L-A-Y-D. Somebody's a little full of themselves. Alright, well, we need to kill spooters then. The ghosts are not currently wandering around. And that means spooter slang. Including diviners. We got a silver out of that. Good for level 18. Doesn't matter which of these dies. I have all of the common dies. And those dies are essentially worthless because everybody gets one of those 3 dies on all of their characters. They level up.
We have completed the task at hand.
We have completed the task at hand. But we need to kill more spooters. Sadly, you have to squish the spider eggs one at a time. But once they're all down, you can then drop all of the pain on them. That spooter missed. Made me miss, I should say. Got out of my way when I was trying to kill him. I have defeated 25 out of 25 enemies. That was worth about a third of a level. When I talked about the adventure guide being a very good way of leveling up, that's what I'm referring to. It teaches game mechanics, and it also rewards just doing stuff in the world. Well, Spooter. That Spooter must have killed this Legionnaire, so it must pay the ultimate price. Although, given the fact that you can come back from the dead, it's not really the ultimate price, is it? Because you could conceivably die. Back. Die again. What is... Oh, it's the obstruction from the eggs. God, that is such a kludgy mechanic. It's so frustrating when it bites you like that. The eggs, after you squish them, still exist in the world even though they're invisible and they can obstruct. It's not a good mechanic. See? It's just not a good mechanic. Actually, it's not even a mechanic, it's an artifact. Alright, we're gonna kill some ghosts. Re-kill some ghosts. Because, I mean, technically, dead already. Yeah. Well, that's me and this other... not a player. NPC. We'll res. And we need just a couple more spooters. And devourers count. Technically, they're not spooters. I guess that they are arachnids of some indeterminate nature. Still not quite done with them.
Adrenaline rising.
All right, that's the heart complete. Put all that stuff away. Ooh. Better pistol. Green quality pistol. If you are a WoW player or former WoW player, green is better than blue in this game. Why they did it that way, I could not tell you. Is it... I'm trying to think. I don't think that is consistent with Guild Wars 1 color. It's not that I've noticed anyway. It's possible it is, and I just didn't notice. That's smart. I did notice a similar land feature to the big crystal bursting out of the ground there in Guild Wars the other night. Last night, I think. I saw it in the post-Searing. Well, we could do the sort of mini, not really jumping puzzle there, or I could just... I'm going to opt for that second. This is killing harpies. Sorry, that's the kind of sound I make. It's really unpleasant. It's just... spin to win and pull in the mobs.
Getting pumped.
Flock to me. I couldn't quite make that out. She said rip something. Mangled talons. A little bit. It's not a great look, really. They speak. They're killing sentient species, destroying their eggs.
Adrenaline rising.
It's a harsh world, sure. That sound they make. It's just horrifying. Prairie Explorer. Wake up, sir. Sir. We can't have you sleeping there, sir.
Kill shot. Ready for anything.
Are complete. Another one's coming? Would you not? Are complete level. And another? What? That Schnitzelgruben? He's trying to res this guy and then get the hell out of dodge. Level 19 reward. Whoop, we've got another slot open. That one will do. Fire Explorer's just getting himself killed again. That's not my problem. I saved him once. You get one. After that, you're kind of on your own. You know, at a certain point, we've got to draw them. If the Harpies killed you once, and you choose to attack them again after I have brought you back from the grave, I'm kind of on their side.
Swarm them!
Swarm them! Just lay down and die. We'll res this guy. Wow. All his friends are like 30 yards away just standing there while he's horizontal. Two of them are horizontal. Yeah, you guys do. You're really, really team players. I mean, I understand that the char a little bit. Unmoved. Unsympathetic, perhaps, towards the weak or the dead, but a lot of not weak end up as the dead, so it just doesn't seem like you're necessarily being fair. Of course, maybe fairness isn't the deal either. Please, let the event be going on, please. Because this heart is a pain in the ass. Otherwise, yay, the event! Doing this heart when the event isn't on is pretty dreadful. Separatists. Really, they're just dropping the separatists in. A couple other players here too, so not the only one who has noticed that I'm like 3/4 done with this heart, which is very, very slow otherwise. Let's pull them all together so everybody can mass move. That's the heart complete. It's just so much faster when you can catch the event. Because first of all, you're going to get experience for finishing the event. Even if the event fails, I guess.
Gaining adrenaline.
I am gaining adrenaline. That's true. I should get a gold medal contribution. I don't have to do the rather tedious other method, which is talking to this guy and getting a special weapon for capturing minotaurs and drakes. That one's just quite slow and tedious. Slow. You don't even get the kill XP because you're capturing them. You have to get them down like below half health or below a third health and then hit them with the net. It's never been a mechanic I particularly liked. Not that uncommon in this game or other games, you know. Get the mobs down to a particular level of health and then hit the special button. I don't wanna. I just want to kill things. Why are you stealing all my XP from me? We have another hero challenge here. And I showed up early enough to whack them pretty hard and get a hero out of it. Currently level 19 and almost 20. We have 18 points, which means when we reach level 21, we'll be able to unlock our first spec line. One of these and put a bunch of points into that, as that gives us a bunch of passive fighting.
Didn't you come from the Citadel?
That's basically, as you level up, you get hero points from hero challenges or from leveling up. You spend those to acquire skills, and then later on to advance, get the passives from the various spec lines that you can get. And use that combination to improve your ability to murder stuff. Hey, that's what we're all here for, you know? Murder. Light torches, guide patrols, and thin out the ghosts. Yeah, the ghosts with the most, baby. Alright. We get a bunch of ghosts in here. Player have already been here clearing some of them out, but not all of them out. Yay!
Oh, that had to hurt.
Oh, that had to hurt. The appropriate response to that, of course, is that pain don't hurt. Alright, we'll light up the torches. They're special anti-ghost torches, I believe. That rat, it gave me lip. Torch. Torch. Examine the sword. Have summon another ghost? I thought it did, but evidently not. It's not right now. We gotta track down some more ghosts, because we're not quite halfway done with the heart. Oh, torches. Guys. Where'd you guys come from? Couple more players. See? Level zone. Starting zone for the char. Numbers of players around.
Adrenaline rising.
Adrenaline rising. Nope, they killed the Ascalonian captain before I could get a shot. Alright, we need more ghosties. Or a dead scout will help. So I'll play for a bit longer. Not too much. I don't think we'll finish up the map tonight. The plan right now is to stream on Thanksgiving this Thursday. That's American Thanksgiving, anyway. Oh, I forgot about the hero point over here. I don't know if these count for the heart progress. I think they do, but I could. I think I should be able to finish him before he finishes me and get the free raise. Yep. Level 20, almost 21. Get a ring.
It's about time that we cleared this place out. Into the ruins!
I'll certainly finish it out with this event. We got 5 players here? Something like that. 7? A lot of players running around here, leveling up. I would like to finish the heart, please.
I feel strong. I make refreshing.
There's the heart complete. I will leave any more heart killing, ghost killing to the other players. We have a ring for our finger, bells for our toes. I'd like to hit 21 and we'll spend those points up on our first part of our first spec. We need about 15% of a level. Finish out. That was successful. Oh, almost so terribly. Just close. There we go. Level 21. More hero points.
The Enchanter is scouting ours as an appropriate
We
gateway
did get our
location.
combo skill usage, which
Indeed.
gives us our daily
I
complete.
hope his report details all the myriad dangers and obstacles.
So we have
I'm
25
sure
points
it
we can
will.
spend in our first
We should also
spec line of
introduce him to our
choice.
Guardian.
Brilliant. The Guardian's unique form of courtesy will surely make him feel
Strength
at home.
is damage foes at the end
Got
of the
harpies
die.
inbound. Blasted birds will steal anything that isn't tied down.
Using a heal
The
skill
supplies must be
might
protected at all costs.
increase
We've been
strike
here
damage,
too long to
physical
lose
damage.
everything to a bunch of idiot harpies.
Why not strike?
They'll think twice about coming back once they've tasted my steel.
We've got better than halfway through. We'll now equip strength. We get the first node free. Our name about to be attacked by a shitload of monsters.
Adrenaline ball.
Harpies, man. Just
Kill them all.
have another player here. Let's res the Priory Arcanist and the other Priory Arcanist. With help from Bralton, I think the name was. And we'll get out of the way of them because we're working on something else. Trying to spec out our spec. Reckless impact. So damage foes at the end of the dodge roll. Does a little damage. Gives us some might. And it's unblockable. You get to choose here. Movement skills granting boons. Using a heal skill granting might or increased strike damage. Like that. Further increase all outgoing strike damage for a period of time. Physical skills. Give us 6 seconds of an additional 10 damage. Physical skills. Currently think I don't have any equipped, but building momentum, burst skills, that's the F keys. Restore endurance, body blow, stuns, dazes, knockbacks, pulls, pushes, and launches inflict vuln and weakness, so they take extra damage, they do less. Gain power and add a chance to gain might on a critical strike. Double these bonuses while wielding a greatsword or underwater spear. Not the land spear. What's wrong with the land spear? And then these others will open up for use when we finish off the specialization. So currently we are in signets. We need to make sure we get more physical skills. Pardon the yawn. Which skills are physical? Are physical skills. So we can figure that out by going here to the slot skills. Physical, okay. So that should be not stance, not shouts. Physical training, maybe. Yeah, that would be it. So we'll want to be grabbing these now when we get our next batch of points. Kick is physical. Throw bolas is physical. Bull's charge is a really good one. Allowing us to charge into combat, knock down the mob, and also get an additional 15% strike damage. For 6 seconds, I think it was. Which is not insignificant at all. But for now, let's head back to the Black Citadel. And I think I'll call it an evening. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out tonight. As always, I am very grateful for it. Should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Thank you very much for hanging out. With the same useless crap that I normally do. Probably Guild Wars 2, possibly Guild Wars 1, but maybe I want to save the rest of Guild Wars 1 for the 3rd when we get the Reforged launch. More people will be interested. Maybe bring some more people in where they can appreciate my own unique style of, quote, entertainment, unquote. So that's the plan. I do plan on being here for Thanksgiving as well, so if you've got nothing better to do and you hate your life, like so many people do on Thanksgiving, I'll be around to share the self-loathing. But that's my plans for the next couple of days. Yeah, that's about it. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Monday. And as always, because I like to set an achievable goal, I hope the rest of your week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Take care and ciao for now, guys. Bye.